start this off. Hello, everybody. Hope you guys are all doing absolutely amazing. I'm so stoked about today's call. You know what? I'm gonna be totally honest. We don't get crazy amounts of people coming into our live calls over here. But for these ones, what we have like just midweek for the Wealth Wednesdays, it's because the timing's so bizarre. But you know what? I made a pact to myself. I don't care if one person comes or 5,000 people join in. My sole goal over here is to make sure that I'm helping as many of you guys as possible with our live calls. So the way that these work is I usually do these at 9 a.m., but I wanted to switch it up over here to for a different time zone for a few of you guys to see if it can help you guys out with your, because I don't know what time you guys sleep and all. But the goal of these calls is simple. Utopia is about collective progression. All we're doing here is we're pulling each other up instead of kicking each other down. I usually charge about $5,000 for a consulting journey with myself. But I'm like, okay, if I'm able to help you guys with your guys' specific business needs over here, and we're not dwelling across the same bloody problem for over a week long, then it's some sort of success. Because the most exhausting thing is having a problem in your business where you guys feel stagnated and you don't know who to talk to or even what question to ask. So that's the objective of these calls. It's not just myself talking, right? If you guys have an answer for someone else's question, go ahead and drop it over here as well. And that's the beauty about these calls. It's literally collective progression. So I want to give you guys the floor. But please keep in mind that these are 30 minutes. So we don't have all the time to ask 7, 8 questions each. Ask your question and unmute yourself. Ask your question. Let's answer with each other and let's move to the next person. Sound cool?
Yeah, man.
Sounds dope. Okay, so who wants to go and ask any question that you guys have first? It could be anything. Like it could be something absurd about your business, something simple about one of your ads, whatever it may be. We'll help out in any way possible.
Yeah, hey man, I got a question.
Go for it.
So I'm trying to like learn basically how to run like Facebook lead generation campaigns for like gyms. Cool. And so I'm kind of wondering what like I've ran them in the past for other businesses and I haven't had much success in actually generating any leads. So I was wondering, like, when it comes to audience targeting, maybe for small areas, should I leave it pretty general, or like what's a good audience size kind of to go for when it comes to this? And then how much, I guess, like, should I expect to be spending in terms of like, till I can say, I got my first like lead, as to when I should cut it off in terms of, oh, this is not performing well.
So my opinion, let me just mute everyone else who just came in. My opinion over here is I don't run lead gen ads whatsoever, but I have a lot of friends who do, so I like talking to them. So this is just like my own experience and what I've seen from other people. But the main goal here is if it's very targeted into a specific area, I think you said it's for a gym, the targeting is not going to be the craziest aspect over there. The craziest part here is going to be the offer and the creatives that you have. Because everyone's offering the same thing. Oh, you get a month free. Oh, you get XYZ free. Oh my God, you're only joining for $1 on a monthly basis. That's the big problem. Everything in this world, in this realm and marketing, if I could recommend one thing, is it's to master the art of creating irresistible offers. You got to see the best of the best gym ads out there. And if I were you, I would study the gyms that they have in Los Angeles, mainly in the LA, California, LA area. The reason for that is because there's so much competition, so many personal trainers, so many like celebrity personal trainers and all as well, who are trying to stand out from the rest of this very big red ocean. You shouldn't really look into the audience targeting as much, in my opinion, as much as you should be looking into creating a unique offer over here. So benchmark 7 to 10 different offers, combine them together, make a list of 3 possible ones, run ads to each of those specific offers with whatever be image ads, it could be video ads, whatever it may be, just to capture and bring people to an email list. Email list, you're going to nurture the people, and on top of the nurturing of the people, you're going to also send them the ads too and try getting them to sign up right away. Make sense?
Yeah, thanks, bro.
No problem. Any other questions that any of you guys have? We got Dylan H over here. You guys looking happy on the camera over there, smiling cheek to cheek. What's up, guys? We can't hear you guys too well. It sounds like you guys are breaking up a bit, like you guys are very far from the mic.
Locked in with the 20th, but if there's a way to deal with the weekend, there's a lot of moving pieces here anytime before that, so we can have that opportunity.
You have to turn your mic on, you guys are on mute.
Yeah, I think you guys are just on mute. No, that's totally fine for now. You guys fix that up. But we also have my friend Colin here, who's a Google Ads expert. He runs Google Ads for quite a few of my brands right now. So if you guys have Google Ads questions as well, ask them over here. But if you guys have any questions about your agencies, about anything else over here, come on, just drop them in.
Hey,
Yeah,
Wiz, I have a question.
Go for it.
So I'm currently building a web design agency and just trying to pick off on what you were just talking about regarding the offer and crafting like a good offer. I was wondering if like something like offering like a bunch of leads as well as, you know, the completed website would, you know, be like something different as far as an offer goes. Because typically people will make a website and then just say, hey, you know, here's your website. But if you kind of go out and source a bunch of leads as well, and, you know, package that as like some sort of like basic lead gen, what do you think about that as far as like crafting an offer goes?
So that is unique. I like that. Web design is such a difficult agency to hop into. And I know a lot of you guys, majority of you guys over here don't have a web design agency, but it's always good to pollinate our minds with knowledge across other verticals within our specific realm of marketing over here, because we're able to connect more, we have more neural connections by being able to cross-pollinate knowledge together. So this is a really good question because we're challenging ourselves with an offer. I think that's a smart move, but how many leads would you source to people? And you have to see how profitable that could be, because it depends on your vertical. If you're only doing web design and web development for e-com brands or agency owners or whatever it may be, if it was agency owners only or in the marketing space, then you can offer them an extra bonus, right? You're just giving it to them for free. The other big power play here for web design that I've seen, the reason I always go to CamDuncan is because he has a ridiculous turnaround time, right? From almost all of his clients, he goes and produces it within 3 days, unless he's like overly packed. But if you can deliver the results within a 3-day period with the designs, like that means you're literally sitting on the bloody call with the client for 2.5 hours, getting approvals for everything, showing them, okay, this is what the web design, the page is going to look like. What are your thoughts? We get approvals live on that call. Then we finish the content, get those approvals, and then just create the actual page. The entire delivery process is going to be key. But if you add that bonus in as like an extra 500 leads for their specific agency, I think that's a power play.
Awesome. And obviously like 3 days turnaround time sounds like, you know, he's really got his systems down. He's got everything perfect. But would you say like maybe like a week even, like someone who's not kind of like optimized everything would be like a quick
you know what,
time?
my friend, it doesn't take long to systemize everything. If you run an agency, the systems are all the exact same over and over. We have business foundation, and a business foundation's part of our agency is just our offer positioning and getting our assets. We don't need systems there, but we do need systems for every other bucket, which is prospecting and close. What are your prospecting methodologies? Well, we have Twitter, we have cold email, for example. Just define the systems that you need over there, then search up systems inside the Utopia and copy my system strategy and implement that. When it comes to, that's for running an agency for prospecting and close. Then the actual onboarding process. How do you automate that? Well, we need the assets from our clients. We need their branding, the branding guidelines, any accesses that we specifically need. Go ask the client for that live, right? Go create one email that's set up with Zaps. The moment someone pays with Stripe, they're going to go and get that first email immediately that asks them for everything, jump into an onboarding call with them, ask them a few more questions. That's it. In and out, sit on that call for an hour and a half, get as much information as you need. And that's going to be your onboarding. Then from there, the actual work. If you're a web design agency, well, define the systems that you need over here. What systems do we need? All we need is how to design a page properly, how to develop the page properly, and any standard operating procedures that we have. Go search systems in Utopia and you'll find my systems video, mimic that. Then after that is going to be our reporting and optimization. Reporting call, all you're doing here is you have a reporting document of everything that's been complete. You jump in a call with them, you show them the finished website, let them know they have 3 revisions over here now, and that's it. Simple, easy peasy. But since you're getting approvals from the clients every single day for like the 4 or 5 day period, I would cap it off at 5 days in my opinion, because people want the results fast. And that could be a huge value proposition on your website. You could have a comparison. Be like the average agency takes 2 weeks to get the design, the copy, the development done. We're going to take 5 days in and out. We're a fraction of the time, a fraction of the cost, and you get these leads. It's a big power play positioning for you.
No, I love that. Like I didn't think of delivering it faster as like a value proposition. I think probably because like the designers I've worked with have taken a little longer than that, but I think maybe I just need to find faster designers and
faster designers and SOP, it standard operating procedures. Think about the Krabby Patty formula. Krabby Patty formula, the system to create it is you get the buns, you get the patty, you get the lettuce. Then the SOP is the actual secret sauce in the patty. Everyone could do the same system, but the SOP is the secret sauce in the patty that makes it so delicious, right? So that's where you have to come into play. You got to create standard operating procedures to design a website even faster at a quicker rate to make it more efficient and optimize that process. That's going to be the action steps for you.
that sounds perfect. Thanks, Wiz.
No problem. Any other questions? I know someone else was asking something at the same time as Rishad over here.
Yeah, that's me, Wiz.
What's up, bro?
Yeah, so I've been getting clients lately, and the
Amazing.
free ones that I offered in the beginning of my email marketing journey, I've built flows for them, but the results are not coming in yet because they're what do we call this? Because when I got them as a free client, they were still building their stores. So I was building their flows for them, but the slow part is for them to run their ads. So the flows are not getting any results yet. So it's been like a month already. And the thing is, I'm getting paid clients already. So I
Cool.
don't know how do I like position it in a way that I get testimonials, even if there's no results yet, or do I offer them a
No.
paid?
So you're not going to you won't be able to offer them paid if they're not making any cash right now. They're just going to drop it.
Right.
What you're going to do is you just have to have a call of expectations with them and let them know. Be like, look, everything from our side is as set up as it could be. But if you're only averaging a few hundred people to the website on a daily basis, the results over there are not going to be like amazing, right? That's the honest truth. We got to let them know and break it to them that you guys need to start bringing a lot more traffic to the site, because if there's only 50 people who entered the welcome flow in the past 30 days, as an example, you have no data to see what is working, what is not working. You have no data to see what you can optimize. We need more people into the site. We need more people into the main flows that we have, but we're not able to do that because the traffic's not there yet. So I'm like, you guys come, what you have to say here is, you guys come back to me. I'm still going to honor this free thing for you guys, but I want to do this for you guys when you guys are ready. So this is something good from a moral standpoint, because you're still honoring the code that you have. So it's good karma overall. But on top of that, you're still going to get that kick-ass testimonial and let them know. Be like, look, I have clients now who are paying me, but I still do not want to charge. All I ask for you is to make me the greatest testimonial when I start delivering you results, right? Because you're going to work on it to get them results no matter what. Then get them to make a video recording testimonial. On that video recorded testimonial, you're going to ask questions. You're going to ask them questions. The questions are going to be like, what is your name? Then they're going to answer their name inside of the question. My name is Wiz. What was life like before you found our email marketing agency? Before I found you guys, I was reaching XYZ problem. I couldn't define it. What is life like now with your email marketing agency? Here's what life is now. How was it like working with our email marketing agency? Oh, they're so diligent. They're so sweet. They're so kind. They listen to what we had to say. The best agency out there. Then you get them you give them leading questions and they're going to record that with their phone vertically, and you're going to use that entire leading questions concept for kick-ass testimonials. Cool.
Yeah, awesome, man. Thanks.
No problem. Okay, and plus, you guys remember, anyone else who wants to just hop in and give their opinion, give it, right? It's totally fine. There's 20, 25 of us inside of here. We're just chilling. We're just masterminding. This is what Utopia is all about. We all help each other. But if anyone else has a question, hop in too.
Yeah, I've got a question, Wiz.
What's up, man?
So starting off like a pretty niche branding ecom brand here, and wanted to drop ship it first to get proof of concept right before we started private labeling anything. And been running some things to be able to get some credibility, right? Got like ran some paid ads to get like 500 page follows. Had like 500 sessions and things so far to the store, to the website, but 0 purchases so far, right? So I know there's a level of like maybe you want to call it click funnels or web flows and things like that to optimize. What is a I guess a good business foundation to go from there after getting the website and social profiles up and running?
So to test a new product, this is the way I kind of test products. I don't test an entire new store over and over again. I open up a store in a specific niche and I test out multiple different products inside of that niche, and I start seeing which product performs the best. Because in your niche, I don't know what it is right now, but there's probably multiple other products that you can be testing as well. And when it comes to a testing process, you need to get your foundations up first. Basic branding for your website so it doesn't look like a drop shipping store, which means very clean banners. You can search up banners in the Utopia and you'll find out how to do it. Collection images, search up collection images in Utopia, right. You'll find out how to do it. Make sure it looks clean. It doesn't look like a drop shipping store where there's no congruency with your brand. It doesn't look like the images came exactly from AliExpress. Then what you're going to do over here is you're going to work on your direct response based copy. Search in Utopia product descriptions. There are people who do 8 figures a year from their ecom brands or their agencies, and they work with 8 and 9 figure clients, and they teach you exactly how to write winning product descriptions. And so, for example, someone named Mark Dito recorded an entire video on this. He's a copywriting master, has made well over 8 figs for clients because of it, and he'll teach you how to write descriptions. Get that live, then you're going to start Facebook ads. Go into Utopia, search up Facebook ads inside the directory section, and Cash Omar, QASHUMAR, created a video on how to test your first product with Facebook ads. And he does that, and so does Lord of Ads, and there's a few others. All of those are in the Utopia. Follow that roadmap right over here. This call is recorded, so you have access to this as well. And that's going to teach you exactly how to test. And then once it's testing, they'll tell you how much you should potentially be spending on a budget. And once that works or it doesn't work, you move on to the next product or you start scaling. Simple.
So a quick question on that. So it's not like necessarily would you recommend just doing like one product stores on that? I know those are the most optimal, but with it being, like I said, I wanted to test out the niche itself. Like, for example, it's within the decor niche, right? And it's a smaller niche inside of decor, but there are, we've got like 4 different collections so far. Like the web design is, it looks pretty solid on it, I would say. Would you just go back to like doing one product at a time and then build a collection out of those successful products? Or how would you go about that? Because right now we've got probably, I think maybe 20 to 25 products on there to look like an actual store.
Okay, yeah, so no, it doesn't really matter. I test out multiple products at a given time. It does, because you're bringing people to a product page. It's not like you're bringing them to the homepage anyways, right? And then once you actually start finding that winner, you can stay within that broad store, or you can just expand that individual product to its own one product store in the future. I usually take the winner and make it into a one product store, unless it's an actual already pre-built brand. If it's a pre-built brand, then I'm just gonna continuously just leave it on that actual website. So you can expand to one product store if you'd like, or you can leave it there. It doesn't matter. You're bringing people towards a product page anyways. Okay. Cool. God, it's just so wicked. Like, I love it. I love being able to see all of you guys' different businesses and just simple questions, things that we don't know what we don't know. Right. And sometimes if you want to ask a question, there's so many new concepts that we're going to learn through this answer that you guys are like, wow, now I have a new realm of things that I can research and learn about. Right. That's all this entire process is. So anyone else have another question?
Hey, does anyone have any idea on POD shipping times at the moment? Specifically from Printify? Just in general, is things from the States backed up, things in Europe backed up when it comes to shipping?
I personally have no idea. Maybe someone else does.
I don't know either. But that's actually a really good question, expanding into general logistics, because that's something I've been seeing with some clients, that they just have issues getting actual stock. Anyone else here have any issues with that at the moment?
In general, when it comes to shipping times, absolutely, and it's going to get even more backed up because the freight costs. I'm not into the logistics side of things. I'm deeper into the CMO side, so I have someone who does this for me. But the freight cost of everything have increased exponentially, and that's coming from my friend Jason Wong. Jason Wong owns Drop House, and Drop House is basically they do They have a fulfillment center, they have a procurement team, etc. And they were saying the biggest thing that they're going to be doing for this BFCM season is getting stock ready even earlier than they would normally. So that means like within these next few weeks, they're getting everything compiled at a mass scale for the BFCM season as well. So it is looking nasty. It is looking a little bit more expensive. And especially with this season coming up, with the world partially still locked down, it could be a huge pain in the ass.
That's a perfect answer.
Right, but I do recommend, like, this is me from someone, and look, I'm always blunt. I'm never gonna walk around and act like I know everything. This is not an area that I'm an expert in. If you do have more questions, reach out to Jason Wong on Twitter. His username is eggroll, EGGROLI. Reach out, say Wiz sent you, and ask any questions that you guys have over there as well, and he'll gladly be able to help.
Thank you, Wiz.
No problem, my friends. Any other questions that you guys have?
Yeah, I have one. First of all, thank you for the call. Pretty cool, by the way, first time. Yeah, so I'm not sure if you have experience with it, but yeah, so I'm into like building a SaaS in the future. But basically, first of all, what I want to do is I want to offer maybe email marketing for software companies. And if you know anything about that, like what's good offers that I can make. I was thinking about maybe, closing calls for people, and if they close the deal, I get paid, things like that. Do you have any knowledge about this? Yeah.
So you're thinking of doing an email marketing agency for softwares, or are you trying to close? What's the difference?
Yeah, basically like doing the email marketing for the, let's say, SaaS companies, maybe software companies with a specific niche,
Okay, yeah, I think that's such a cool idea, because there's so many people funneling into email marketing agencies in the e-com niche, and now everyone sees it as being such a low-hanging fruit, because once you master the flows and the campaigns, it's pretty simple to get the results, in my opinion. But no one's really dominating the SaaS realm as well, right? The SaaS realm is a big nurture play, my friend. And what does that mean? It means you have to provide mass amounts of value, because these softwares, these are subscription-based products. Some could be $400 or $500, some could be $80, $90, right? So you have to really take people on a journey and understand that, okay, there's probably 20, 30 different competitors within your niche. How can you stand up from the rest? Your offer is the same offer as email marketing for e-com. It's going to be flows. It's going to be lead generation. It's going to be campaigns. Flows are going to be the main things that you're going to be setting up. I don't know what the specific main flows would be here. There would probably be like pre-purchase welcome. It might be post-purchase welcome. There might be a boot camp on how to use the product. I recommend that you search up try, T-R-Y, Samcart, SAMCART.com, and go to their Facebook ad library and look at all of the different ads that these guys are running and different funnels these guys are running, and subscribe to the emails that you can subscribe to on all of the landing page forms. They have webinar funnels, they have all of this stuff, and they have aggressive, borderline aggressive emails that are being sent out, and they're converting like mass amounts left, right, and center. So I recommend that you go ahead and check out what they're doing for their email side and try to overall see on a mind map what type of flows that they have. Well, they have nurture flows, they have post-purchase flows, they have pre-purchase flows. How often do they send a campaign? How can you see this? Search up MILLED, MILLED.com. This is basically Facebook ad library, but for email marketing. You can see people's campaigns that they send out. Right, so that's going to be a really cool one as well for you. So you're going to be able to study the types of flows that they have, but your offer is simple. Once you understand the flows that you're going to set up for people, the same 6 flows, that's that. Then you're going to create a campaign schedule for every client. The campaign schedule is the same SOP over and over again, and lead generation would be the same concept. When you have a winning version and a winning variation, you're just going to use that over and over. So work for free for 3 people, understand the different types of flows, get that set up, and you're winning.
Hey, Wiz, could you repeat those? Sorry.
Okay, could I repeat what?
The websites for the libraries for the email. Sorry.
For sure. So remember, these are for software products, but here's what they are. So Samcart, SAMCART, Samcart is one of them for ad library. Number 2 is MILLED, MILLED, MILLED.com. Mill.com is going to be one of your best friends for email marketers, because it's ad library. It's just such a low-key site. Don't share with too many people, because then so much competition is going to start coming in. Let's just keep on using these winners, study them, and keep it as like a little utopian secret. But yeah, those are all winners.
Yeah, amazing. Thank you for the info. we'll go and execute, you know.
See that's the beauty. Like his question, Jonathan's question right here, my friends, was about a SaaS agency. I doubt anyone else over here is opening up an email SaaS agency, but now we all got value out of that because now we figured out milled, right? So like there's all these little secret nuggets and secret sauces that we'll figure out when we ask the right questions. So who else has a question? Who else wants to say something? Or who just wants to provide some sort of value themselves? Like we have Colin here, we have Sam here, we have branding experts, we have Google Ads experts. You guys could ask them questions directly as well.
Can I say something?
Yeah,
Hi,
go for it.
I was on a call with a client right now, and it made me think about something. Since the biggest holidays and business opportunities are coming, it's Q4. I was just going over some deliverables, and I wanted to tell you guys, please make branded templates with the theme of the holiday. That gives you an edge, that gives you a plus that other people do not have. I'll take, for example, Christmas. Everybody has the same graphics, the same icons on their website, on their emails, on their social media. To stand out, adapt the Christmas theme to your brand visually. That will make it look like way more professional. It makes you look like a multi-million biz owner, and people associate that with higher quality.
Yeah, that's something James Camp's a multiple 7-fig, probably even 8-fig right now, investor and ecom brand owner on Twitter. And he's like, the most valuable asset you can have for your brand, but with the most intangible, like you cannot see the results, is branding. Branding is going to be key. So like, for example, if it's Christmas time and you're selling weed products, you could have Santa Claus wearing green, smoking a joint, for example, right? Yeah. Whatever it's going to be, just branded based elements based off of the specific holiday. That is unique. That's something that actually I'm going to be doing as well. Thank you. That's wicked. That's wicked. We also have Colin here. Colin, what's up, bro?
How you doing? Hey, who is talking about the SaaS companies?
I believe it was Jonathan.
Well, Jonathan or whoever it was.
Yeah, it was me.
Okay.
Just keep talking.
Working with other SaaS clients personally, I noticed a lot of the issue is not so much a lead generation type issue. Mm-hmm. It's more of a free trial to a paid user issue. So I would try to focus on that. When you're creating,
is it on the closing part, on the landing page, or on the call? You know, like which part do you mean?
So for the email marketing, I would or just look into, I would say, people that are free trialers that didn't convert to a paid trial. So they left after the free trial ended, or they left at the first month. I think there's a lot of opportunity in that kind of space where they lose a lot of money in that area.
So basically retarget them.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay, amazing. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Hey, Jonathan, quickly following up on that. So the web design agency I'm building is actually targeting SaaS companies. So I was wondering regarding that free trial to offer. I actually worked with a startup that had an issue about this, but as far as like using that kind of information in web design, what would you suggest?
Again, so can you repeat the question? Like, did you ask a question or?
Yeah, so like, what would you suggest, like how to use that free trial to product information to, sort of work in web design, maybe like through optimizing landing pages, or like, how can I use that information, I guess, I was wondering.
Okay, so you say you design websites for people or this SaaS, is what you're trying to do, and you want to optimize, like you want to know how you optimize this for a free trial and so on, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so basically, I don't have enough experience with it, but so I'm right now a software engineer. Basically, I work at a startup, and basically most of the traffic is going through the SEO. So it's pretty much a long-term game, I would say. But in every blog post, for example, we have like this, lead magnets where they opt in and things like that. But so do you mean something more like instant or like a landing page?
Yeah, actually, no, the point you made about lead magnets is good. Is that something you found effective for SaaS companies?
Yeah, so basically, I don't know what's your niches that you work with, but basically you provide them the info, and then, you know, like basic email marketing, you provide them with this is how you do X with the 10 steps, and they opt in, and, you know, you can market them and so on.
Got it.
Yeah.
Lead magnets.
Rishad.
Yeah, what was that?
Yeah. So I've been working with a SaaS client. I've been working recently with a SaaS client, and
Cool.
what we've done with web design actually is that it's more of the customer should see like their journey before they go before they use your SaaS software, and then what it would look like after. So the design would revolve around that, especially with a good copy. That's something that I would add so that the conversions would be higher. So
That's cool.
that's me.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. So kind of combining like good design and good sort of user experience, and that user flow towards the buyer's journey or whatever.
Yeah, it's the same concept that you do with sales over here, right? In sales, when you're on a sales call, you're asking them what life was like what are your goals right now in your business and what's holding you back. So we want them to actually visualize the pains that they're in with their business live right now, and then we sell them the vision of what life will be like when you're actually with us in our agency over here. So you're showing kind of like a before and after point of view of the life that they're in right now and the life that they can be living directly on that web design page.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Awesome.
That would be pretty wicked. Okay, guys, I have one question for you all, actually. Right? I know I'm the one supposed to be asking questions, but I want to ask you guys something. I don't know if you guys saw my tweet yesterday. I like being completely transparent, my friends. Like I don't like just showing wins all the time, because it's fate. You know, it's hypocritical to always talk about you always win and then talk about failing is important to learn from your lessons. I want to tell you guys about the failures. I've taken quite a few L's. I've been taking quite a few L's across businesses. I've taken W's as well. Just got a really cool one today as well. But the L's have been, one of the main one has been around Utopia. And the L over here is we have a 90% retention. That's wicked. But at the moment right now, it slowly is, the retention rate slowly dropping, right? I think we're right now at like an 87 or 88%. And I feel like the engagement within the Utopia is a little lower. And my question for you all is how that, like look at this call. We have 2.3K people in the Utopia, but we only have 23 people on this call. I have no idea what else I'm supposed to be doing. And I want to ask you guys, what do you think we should do to improve the engagement rate of Utopia? Because when we have more value, we have more calls like this, 8, 9, 10-figure people coming in, providing value, and we'll grow exponentially. But right now, we need to figure out a way to boost the engagement rate to get these people to come in more. You guys have any recommendations?
Wiz, have you thought about, so I know you just started these coaching calls. Have you thought about breaking it down into like the categories of Utopia?
Like one for business foundations, one for email marketing and all as well?
Exactly. Yeah, because I think that might grab interest and relevancy more to a random user who doesn't care about everything, but they care about that one specific.
I like
okay, wicked.
Yeah.
I like that a lot too. Okay, so what I'll do is this. On top of these calls, because I just like chilling with you guys talking, we're answering each other's questions. It's wicked, right? But on top of that, I'll have a call on a weekly basis for that. I got Kobe Gatsby from Twitter on board with the Utopia too, my friends. So he's hosting bi-weekly live calls with Chase Diamond starting next week again. So that's going to be with 7, 8, and 9-figure brand owners. And we'll have a Q&A at the end of those as well. So those are 3 different styles of calls. Do you guys have any other recommendations?
Yeah, so I actually keep going.
Oh, I was just going to suggest making it less intimidating for people that don't already have 6, 7-figure brands to actually post on the site.
Okay, and what makes it intimidating? That's what a lot of people say it's intimidating, but I don't understand the reasoning behind that.
Speaking as a beginning agency owner, it's pretty intimidating to just like look at all of the really
I would say
successful
it's
people.
overwhelming. Like there is a lot of things,
Yeah, not knowing what I can say that they don't already know. Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, so why don't I do this? I was considering doing this already. we opened up a Discord. There's 500 of the Utopians inside talking daily, just chilling. And there's places where we only ask questions to each other. And there's places where we can just chit and chat and talk. So why don't I shut the question section down from the actual Utopia platform and keep this as a, you guys could say no to this idea entirely, by the way, but why don't I keep the Utopia as just a library of value? And the questions and stuff are only going to be within the actual Discord itself. So now it's less intimidating because not everyone in the Utopia is going to be looking at it. Not everyone's going, if you guys don't find the value on the platform, then you guys could just ask directly on and talk to someone live during the chat section and get it answered so quickly.
Hey, can I get a link to that Discord?
Yeah, absolutely. Shoot me a DM inside of the Utopia and I'll send it to you. But what do you guys think of?
I think it's a great idea if it's easy to get to the Discord.
It's so easy. You get one click of a button and you're signed up. You're signed up to the Discord. It's that easy peasy and everything's over there. It might be overwhelming for the first section because or the first 2-3 minutes because you're seeing a lot of messages. But then it's very calm. There's not too many people. If someone overly talks inside, we ask them to quiet down because we want to just keep it and make sure that there's just mass amounts of value always going inside.
Yeah, sure. No, I mean if you could put the links to the Discord on maybe the homepage of Utopia or something.
Yeah, I've tried that. Mighty Networks is super limited. They're not letting me pin the post, none of that, right? So we're actually in the works. We got some really cool people who hopped onto Utopia. These are 8 and 9 figure guys who are taking equity. And we're actually in the works of making our own Utopia platform where we're going to give all of you guys NFTs. So your own unique character for the Utopia and all as well. But that's going to be a few months down the road, but it's our own community platform, right? So that we'll be able to do anything that we want by that point. Any requests that you guys have, we'll be able to make it go live.
That'd be pretty awesome.
Yeah, that's wicked. Yeah.
Something else I think you might, maybe you can think about, so I've been in some Slack groups and you have this feature when you basically match with other people and you basically do a one-on-one call with them. So this is how you know new people. I'm not sure if it's that accessible right now. Obviously you can call people, you can message people, hey, I've seen you, blah, blah, blah. But this I think it's a bot, Donut or something, that it matches you up with people. So then, you see someone on the chat, it says, yeah, let's schedule a call. You do it. It's 2 clicks away and you speak with someone. I think it's also pretty cool.
So I think what we could do, I think that's a great idea. We do have a channel within the Discord that is just for communications and speaking with voice. If I could teach people a little bit more that, hey, if you guys just want to get your question answered really fast and want to talk to someone else who's live in the Utopia right now, you two just go to that channel and just speak to each other one-on-one and leave, and that's it. But that channel is always open.
Mm-hmm.
Right? If I can educate people on that more, I think that would be wicked. I like that idea.
Maybe also on that note, it might make sense to have an onboarding questionnaire or something, where when you actually want to enter the Utopia for the first time, you get asked, okay, look, what are you trying to do? What are you currently struggling with? What are you currently looking at? Then depending on that, you give an introduction, tell them where to find it, what topics to look at, what to search for, maybe who to speak with. Then you have a clear game plan already. I think that would be doable.
So we do have an onboarding process, but not with the questionnaire side of things yet. Onboarding is here's how to navigate through Utopia. Check out this page, check out that page. Here's the topics. Here's how to go join the Discord. I'll ask them what they're specifically looking for. I'll get that into the scripts for the Utopian guides to outreach people. And yeah, that should be basically it. I want to take action on all of these within these next few days and get all of these set up. And then hopefully, we see a good nudge and engagement rate over here. That sounds amazing. Otherwise, guys, I think this was look how wicked this is. It makes me so happy. I'm energized. I'm energized. I'm pacing back and forth. I'm all happy. It feels good. This is what life's supposed to be about, right? We all just pull each other up instead of kicking each other down, which the rest of the world just keeps doing. So I'm happy and I'm thanking you all, and I'm grateful for every single one of you. I'm sending you all prayers today. I'm sending you all blessed, prosperous vibes because every single one of you is an amazing individual. And I just want to thank you all for this call.
Thank you so much too, Wiz.
Okay, guys,
Thank you.
Go ahead and tweet this out as well. If you guys want to tag the Utopia and Wiz of Ecom, let's tweet this out. Let's keep on growing the Utopia and make this place amazing. And let's all become multi-millionaires. Take it easy, everyone. Bye-bye.
Cheers.